Let's check our Karen checklist, shall we? Karen hair. Smug face. Bad attitude.
I cannot hear you, Judge Webster, honestly.
Your Honor, that was in 2017. I am a saved woman. I really don't want to bring that type of stuff back up. I'm going to pay my fines and costs, and I will pray that this is left behind me. Please. Please don't bring that flashing tire up. Lord, help me, Jesus. You're bringing old wounds back to me.
Good afternoon, everybody. The Irish Demon here, back with another video. Now, I'm sure you love Karens in court just as much as I do. So I compiled my 5 best, most viewed Karen in court videos for you guys to have a look at. I really hope you enjoy these because these happen to be some of my absolute favorites, especially the last one. The last one is epic. So the first Karen we got here starts trying to make some deals with old Judge Marable, and it doesn't work out for her.
I'm here.
Your Honor, listen. It's a bench warrant. It's a bench warrant on a case on somebody's been arraigned. We do not represent them. However, it's an Odette case. So all we're asking you to do today is give her a date to go in front of Judge Odette, and then she can tell Judge Odette why it was she didn't show up. And I want her to understand our group does not represent bench warrants if it's after arraignment. If it's prior to arraignment, then we do. So we just need a new date in front of Odette. Actually, they have a form in there saying she should appear July 28th at 8:30 in front of Judge Odette.
What kind of case is it, and what's the bond that Judge Odette asked for?
It's a.
I'm sorry, are we going to go on the record on this, or what are we doing?
I guess we probably could.
An MDOP, Judge.
Oh boy, I need to see that file.
It's not what she wants.
If he was sitting here on the bench, he'd have that file in front of him right now.
Yeah, he needs to see the file.
She doesn't have a choice on whether the judge sees the file.
I will.
She's bringing it into you right now. Lynn's on her way.
Thank you.
She's the only walk-in though, so if you want to finish this, then we'd be off the record.
Okay. This is people of Mundy Township versus Simone Patrice Poplar. The charge is malicious destruction of property. Let me swear you in. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth to the best of your knowledge, understanding, and belief.
Yes.
What is your full legal name?
Simone Patrice Poplar.
Okay. Mr. Wheaton, I was told by staff that Mr. Skinner did talk to her.
Yes, he did. But I'm telling you, and I'm letting her know, this program that we are on here, we do not represent bench warrants unless it's pre-arraignment. Now, he talked to her out of courtesy because she was here. But all she needs to do is, and actually it's a Judge Odette court. So all that we need to do today is get a date, which is already in the file, have her go to Judge Odette, and then she has to go in and let him know why she didn't show up.
Yes, I understand.
So, I mean, at this point, I will, in her behalf, ask the court to go ahead and set that date, and she can go on that date and deal with this in front of Judge Odette. there's absolutely no reason to think she isn't going to show up. She voluntarily came in here today. So there's no reason to do anything more than just give her the new date and let her go. And if she doesn't show up on that date, then she'll have to deal with Judge Odette on that.
Does she have $250? Because that would that would wrap the case up. Because she was given one of those alternate sentences, 250 or 45 days.
You have 250 on you today?
Your Honor, I do not have 250 on me today. That I got arrested for that. Like I want to say in May, and I paid $300 and something that day to get out. I've been arrested on this a couple times and paid to get out. It's the matter of this happened during COVID, and it just got mixed up during COVID. So I'm handling it now.
Is Judge Odette in the building?
Judge Odette, what?
Is he in the building today?
I wouldn't have the slightest idea, but I doubt it.
The date for the appearance for the show cause is going to be July 28th, 2022 at 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to set the bond at $250 at 10%. It's his case, only because I'm on duty.
Whether you have time.
When I called for this warrant and they told me all I had to do was come in and they would give me a date to come to court to talk to Judge Odette.
That's what we just, why, if you want to, you can go down there right now if he's here and take care of it.
I'd rather come back with someone. I'd rather come with someone and see Judge Odette. I'd rather have someone with me to come back and see Judge Odette.
Well,
instead of today. Today, I was told I would just get an arraignment and I would get a date. I specifically called up here for this.
You have $25? Do you have $25?
No, I don't have anything. My bank account is overdrawn. I have to go to Southfield for work. My bank account is overdrawn. I do not get paid until Friday. I just came because I cannot be driving with a warrant on my name that I can just pay the fine and the thing will be over with. I have to it's over $1,000 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were told. Wait. You were told you could pay the fine before that May 24th date, and apparently you didn't.
I didn't have the money, Your Honor. I don't have the money. If I had the money, I would have been paid it and got it off of me. That's why I'm going to start making payments. That's why I came today to get the warrant and start making payments to get that off, because I cannot afford to keep getting arrested and paying all that money.
It's $250. That's what the warrant says.
You
She didn't show up. Listen.
She doesn't have the 10%.
I mean, this is not a scab that should be picked at, because I'm looking now and seeing as she blew off sentencing in 2017, got a bench warrant then.
I spent time in jail for all of that, Your Honor. I've been to jail for this 3 times. I had been to jail for this. I did 20 days for this.
Yeah, but you owe, listen, whatever property you destroyed.
And that's when they gave me the big fine. I wasn't able to pay the fine. I don't have $1,000.
Well, if you don't have $1,000, how about not doing $1,000 worth of damage?
Looks like they applied the money that you posted on that bond towards restitution of whatever you destroyed.
No, they're not, because I'm sorry, they're still saying that I owe. If they are applying it, they're still saying that I owe the same amount. It's even more now than then. It was 800 and something then. It's over 1,000 and something now.
I don't see it that it says 1,000. The warrant says 250 or 45 days. That $250 bond you posted,
Yeah,
you posted a $250 bond in April. They applied it. It says right on here, they applied it to restitution.
well, it's still saying that I owe over $1,000 and something dollars. The last paperwork that I saw.
Judge, the total amount due on the case now, the balance due is $1,097.
Well, let me see what this was about.
The restitution amount was $784, and the rest is fines, costs, and probably late fees. Oh, she had probation, so there's probation oversight fees in there.
I think she was supposed to be paying monthly on that.
At the time, I wasn't working and COVID happened. In 2020, COVID happened. I was not working, evicted from my apartment. It's like a lot been going on since that time. That was a long time ago, 2017. And I thought this was over with until I had that last warrant and they picked me up because I hadn't heard any more about it and not even about the probation or anything. So then when I got the last warrant, I couldn't get time off of work because I spent time in jail for that. They took me I got in a car accident. I had a warrant for this and I did 3 days in jail. So my job wouldn't give me any time off. So I couldn't make that one. So I said, I'll turn myself in. I called and they told me to come and turn myself in and I would get a date and I could make payment. They told me to make sure I make payments before or try to pay it off before the next court date. And that was my plan.
It looks like you slashed somebody's tire.
Your Honor, that was in 2017. I am a saved woman. I really don't want to bring that type of stuff back up. I'm going to pay my fines and costs, and I will pray that this is left behind me. Please.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't bring that flashing tire up. Lord, help me, Jesus. You're bringing old wounds back to me.
Why you bringing up old shit?
Can I please deal with Judge Odette?
Ma'am, you know what? I don't know what to tell you. Go see Judge Odette. Either that or you pay the $25 bond that I wrote on here. Okay, that's where we're at.
Where do I go?
Down on the other side, just go out to the hallway, go all the way down to take a sharp left, get to the first corner.
So if I pay, if somebody bring me $25, do I still go to court on the 27th?
Yes.
How does
Yes. But if you really want to be, if you really want to be done with it, maybe you should have somebody bring $250 and the file will get closed.
I don't have anyone to bring me $250, Your Honor. I asked if someone brought me $25 up here right now. Do I still go to court on the 27th?
Yes. Yes. You'd have to go to court on the 27th.
Okay.
Or whatever that date is.
I'm gonna call someone to bring me the $25 because when I go
Where
see,
did she pay the $25?
It's the 28th, by the way. It's the 28th.
Judge,
at
wait,
8:30.
I'm sorry. You keep going back and forth between saying for her to see Judge Odette now and then just wait until next week. Are you wanting her to see Judge Odette now?
no, he said I can pay the $25 now.
She's got two
and
choices.
see him on the 28th.
She's got a choice of two things. She can go see Judge Odette now to see if he will release her on her own recognizance without posting anything, or she can, I'm setting the bond at 10% of the $250. She can pay $25, post that, and come back and see Judge Odette on July 28th at 8:30 for the show cause. Quite frankly,
All right, Judge, here's what I think, if I may interject, $5 brought down to her. Does she pay that money at the clerk's office? That's what we'll do then. You can give her the appropriate paperwork and we'll be done at this point.
now understand that if it doesn't get posted today, and don't they close at 4 o'clock? What time do they close?
They close at 4 o'clock and
Yeah,
it's
that's
3:42 now.
Well, you don't have a lot of time. Is there still an ATM machine out there?
I don't know, Judge.
Yes,
I don't
there
go
is.
out that
Yes,
way.
there is. I use it.
Okay,
Lynn
well,
says there is.
Do you have an ATM card?
I have a credit card. I don't want to use it. I'm over my limit, but I will use it. I will use it.
I would if I were you. Okay, somebody needs to get this. That's what I'm gonna do.
Now my credit gonna go down because I ain't even got the money on here to
Ma'am,
use.
ma'am, go to the tax office right now if you got a credit card.
Just a moment, I gotta get the file before she can go over there.
Paperwork, and you just put it on your card and then show up at debts on the 28th. All right, Sabrina,
Well, okay, so what, if she's saying that she's gonna try to use a card that's already at or over its limit, what if it
Well,
rejects?
No, I got money. I'm over my credit card limit. I have money on there.
It'll still let you use it?
I wouldn't have said it would.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
asking for your own,
yeah,
you know, I'm not
it's just
saying,
gonna affect my credit.
okay.
That's the issue.
Now, this second Karen didn't realize that she was probably going to end up in the clinker today, but that's exactly what happened. And as you could probably tell by the end of this video, she is not happy about it. Like, big time not happy.
3 years ago, when Eleanor was born, at Toledo Children's Hospital, her meconium came back. With methamphetamine in it. And I had not touched it. I had never touched it. And so they did a very extensive and intrusive test through ProMedica. Eleanor had zero withdrawal. Zero. They monitored her for 6 hours. She had zero withdrawals. Not one withdrawal did she have. None. Because I wasn't using that drug. But the drugs that I take through my Dr. Noble, and Dr. Noble told me and my case manager this in her office, they cause a false positive. When Memphis was born, his meconium came back with the same exact test results, but they didn't even go through what they went through. They didn't call CPS. CPS never got called because they knew that it was verbatim the same exact as Eleanor's. My kids will lose everything, and I have worked really hard to get where we're at. We will lose it all. When I went to jail this last time, I lost my daycare for my kids, which is why I had to bring them to court. I reapplied. I started all over. I started all over all of my stuff again. This thing downstairs that happened, I need to be able to fight that because it's a lie. I didn't put my hands on her. She put her hands on me and my kids.
All right, so ma'am, I don't want you to talk about any pending cases because
Sorry.
everything you say can be used against you because this is a court record. All right, so don't talk about events that occurred on new cases. Save that for your parents.
I know that my kids will be in foster care if I go to jail. I don't have anybody to watch them. Their dad has not seen them in over 2 months. I've climbed out of my trenches.
I talked to the lab. They said the only thing that will make methamphetamine turn positive is methamphetamine. Going through a false positive because of the Adderall.
True.
All right, so Ms. Rice, now I realize that you completed a CPS case, you had your children placed in your care, and the case was closed in October. But what I will tell you, what I've seen is you go downhill since then. I'm talking now, not you. So on April 17th of 2023, there was a motion affidavit and bench warrant because you failed to call in to pretrial services coordinator. They're imposed on a daily basis. There were no call-ins from 4/10 of 23 to today. It's date on April 17th. Let's see. I have a drug screen collected April 6th of 23 that shows a positive test for methamphetamine. So then, let's see, we'll go to the next one. On May 16th of 2023, you failed to appear for warrant on May 16th of 2023. Issued a bench warrant. Let's see, this one was filed April 18th. Failure to call in. Let's see. Appear. Bench warrant arraignment. I have a failure to appear for bench warrant arraignment on May 16, signed by me on May 16. I have Pretrial release order, you comply with CMH recommendations and medications. And we've got multiple tests that were sent in on a swab showing your levels are dangerously high because the charges are being dismissed. But I am going to send you to court or to jail for 93 days.
Please don't do my kids to be a foster care. Please
Well,
please,
get
Judge.
credit for any time you've already served.
Can you please
You're all
just
set.
give me a
Thank you.
try, please,
No.
Judge? Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. My kids are gonna be in foster care. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I can't do 93 deals. Can I pay? Please, can I bond out? Can I pay?
You're
I
gonna
can't do this, please.
get credit.
Please. This is why I don't come.
You're gonna get
Let
credit.
me go, please.
No.
Please let me go. Okay, but I can't breathe. I can't breathe this way. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I need some water. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Please, can I have some water? I can't breathe. No, I can't walk. I can't walk. No, I can't. I can't walk like this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't talk to me like that. I can't do it.
This next one, Kelly Messenger, we all know this lady. She's quite something. She has some really interesting things to say about the judge, and she claims it's her court.
All right. Mr. Messenger, you have a new case before the court. The new case alleges two charges. It alleges that on November 19th, 2021, at the Huron Valley Correctional Facility that you did, count one alleges that you did assault a prison employee. Do you understand the nature of that charge, ma'am?
I don't understand the nature, but I hear what you're saying, though.
All right, let me ask it this way. You understand that when I say assault on a prison employee, you understand what you're charged with. I'm not asking whether you did it.
I do understand.
To 5 years incarceration and or a $2,500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand the maximum penalties?
No recuerdo, se la conora. Vi adequate, yes, I do understand.
All right. Count two is the same charge alleged to have occurred on the same date involving an employee of the facility of Leisha Terrell. Do you understand that, ma'am?
I didn't hear the name.
Leisha Terrell.
Leisha Terrible?
Ah, yes, Miss Leisha Terrible, great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Ivan the.
Yes.
Vi adequate, adequate, no, nope. Not, I cannot accept that.
Okay,
There's no-
ma'am.
There's nobody by
I'm
the
not,
name of-
ma'am. I'm not asking you whether or not you did it. I'm asking whether or not you understand that you're charged with an assault on that person.
That name is unacceptable. There's nobody in my facility by that name.
Okay, that might be a defense to this, but do you understand that that's what you're charged with?
All right, I understand.
Okay, do you understand that? Okay.
Yes, I do.
And you understand that on that count too, it carries the same penalties I just told you, which is 5 years, $2,500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yeah, I understand. I'm done tripping.
Okay.
I'm just in a foreign mood.
Okay.
Okay.
And what the maximum penalties
I
are.
do, but it wasn't me.
Okay,
I heard about it.
And that may be a defense. I just need to make sure you understand what you're charged with, what the people are saying you did.
Yeah, I hear you.
Got it? Okay. Now, my first question to you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
This is a public defender case. All yours, Mr. Gady.
Yes, Your Honor. Waive further reading, stand mute to the charges. Mike Gaddy for Miss Messenger.
All right. Defendant having waived formal reading, pleading not guilty, court will that plea. You also waive the time requirements, Mr. Gaddy.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, so now that I've arraigned her on that charge, counsel, what are we doing with this case? I'm assuming you want them to carry along with the other cases.
That's correct, Your Honor. I'd ask the court to set this for a probable cause conference. Since we were here last time on Ms. Messenger's first probable conference, PCC on the other two matters, I have had a chance to speak with Ms. Messenger and APA Kirby. This might throw a wrinkle into things. I'd ask the court to adjourn those matters and set them for the same time as these other probable cause conferences.
Now, I want to know who this black Bin Laden is over here.
Black Bin Laden. Why?
It's a black Osama Bin Laden right here. Now, who are these people in my courtroom?
Okay, first of all, it's not your courtroom, it's mine.
Well, I'm here, so it's mine for the time being.
I'm the one that sent the invitation. All right. Mr. Gaddy, what date would you like?
Why don't we do the first date in August, Judge?
August 4th.
Thank
Okay.
you, Your Honor.
I will adjourn the probable cause conferences till August 4th, 2022, 9 a.m. Bond on those matters will continue. On the new case, I will set her probable conference on August 4th, 2022 at 9 a.m. with a preliminary examination to follow. As to the defendant's bond, I will set the defendant's bond $10,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. She's not really going anywhere.
No, I think 2030, Judge.
Pardon?
I think 2030, according to Otis.
Now, this absolute goose over here decided to come in while being charged with driving without a license, live from her driver's seat of her vehicle.
All right, well, you're here now. You didn't show up before. This is in order to show cause in an effort to not issue a bench warrant for your arrest. So let's talk about this one. This is file 221140T. It's an ordinance, and it's a Constantine case. Maybe I can get Mr. Bush to join us. You got a ticket on June 15th of 2022 in Constantine for driving with a suspended or revoked license. And you're sitting in the driver's seat of a car right now, which is very common. People they're driving suspended and they keep driving suspended.
I had to take my kids to school.
Well, there's no take your kids to school exception to your just suspended driver's license. So anyway, you got the ticket. You had no proof of insurance and no registration plate. You didn't show up for your arraignment. You called to say you were gonna come on June 21st, then you didn't show up on the 23rd.
Yeah, I was actually in the hospital. I had a kidney infection. I have all the proof for that.
Then you called on the 27th, and they rescheduled it for July 7th. So I
haven't paid it yet because I haven't had the extra money to pay it yet.
All right. Well, and you're still driving, so that's not a good combination. So then I set it for August 11th at 8:30, and you didn't show up for that. So instead of issuing a bench warrant for your arrest, I set the matter for show cause for today. So let's take a look.
I have all the proofs for my vehicle, though.
Well, you don't have a license.
Right, I'm working on that part.
Let's see what this is. 3. No proof of insurance. License was suspended. They told you that back in September of 21. Then you have for this case and another no proof of insurance. All right. All right, let me figure out where we are here. You got an unpaid ticket for no proof of insurance. You got another ticket for no proof of insurance on June 15th, the same time you got this driving suspended charge. You failed to appear in June. You failed to appear in August. Rather than issue a bench warrant, I did this show cause and you showed up today. You showed up late and you showed up behind the wheel of your car when you're still driving while you're suspended. And we've adjourned the matter for 3 months and you haven't paid anything on the tickets. So if you get this driving suspended, you're going to be hard suspended for a year. Mr. Bush, the Constantine Village attorney, was trying to work out some deal where he wouldn't have to, he could reduce the charge that wouldn't suspend your license. But you haven't held up your end of the deal. A, you didn't show up twice. B, you haven't paid off the tickets. And C, you're still driving. So I'm not sure what to do here. Perhaps we'll try one more pre-trial.
I just need a little time to pay my ticket. I just couldn't pay right then because I had been off work for my health issues, and then I had school that had just started back up, and I had to pay my household bills.
Well, let me say this. It's been adjourned for 90 days from June 15th to September 8th. You haven't paid anything, and you're still driving. You're playing Russian roulette, but you can't get insurance if you don't have a valid license. So
I have insurance through Geico.
No, Karen, you don't have insurance, as the judge just said. You have to have a driver's license before your insurance is valid.
Well, it needs to be taken care of. You're driving your kids to school every day on a suspended driver's license. Stop doing your hair. Try to pay attention to the fact that we're having a court case. I'm going to adjourn this for a pretrial. Live will go into October 6th. That's about a month from now at 8:30. If you've paid off those tickets, Mr. Bush will dismiss the driving suspended charge and turn it into a charge that won't suspend your license. And that is a benefit. My fear is you're going to get pulled over again between now and then. So my strong advice is stop driving until you fix this. You can fix it. You can fix it by paying off the tickets. Some people can't. They don't have American citizenship and they can't get a license, or they've got 3 drunk driving charges, or they've got 4 DWLSs. You can fix it by paying the unpaid tickets. You are playing a dangerous game by continuing to drive, and you heard it here. If you come in on a driving suspended, you and I are going to have a discussion about this conversation we just had. All right, I will see you live here at the courthouse. Do you still have the Constantine Street address?
Yep.
All right. Well, you need to fix this and get out from under this. So I'll see you on October 6th. I want you to have that stuff paid off. You need to make it a priority.
Okay.
All right. You're good to go.
All right. Thank you.
And now last but not least, my absolute favorite. This lady is like God tier Karen. Let's check our Karen checklist, shall we? Karen here. Smug face. Bad attitude.
I cannot hear you, Judge Webster, honestly.
Motion to revoke probation, Ms. Gillette?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have her attorney here?
She doesn't have an attorney, Judge, because they just did a warrant and then she was arrested.
Well, I see she was last here, December 13th, 2022, with Attorney Fogberry. And there was 3 negotiations, and she pled guilty to count 2. which was violation of a protection order, and she was sentenced. So we're also, okay, motion to revoke probation. I see. So Ms. Reeves, the state is wanting to revoke your probation on the grounds that you failed to pay your costs and fines as directed, having a balance.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you at all. You're completely unclear. I totally can't hear you. Seriously, I'm being for real.
I understand. I've been being.
I cannot hear you, Judge Webster, honestly.
Deputy, is there anything you can do?
You are very quiet in the jail, Judge.
And there's nothing you can do to turn that up?
The computer is on max. It was this way with the last two hearings.
Like completely maxed out.
Missy, do you want to look at this again?
I don't know what to say. Judge Webster, honestly, we can't hear you. We honestly can't hear you anymore.
You can't hear her.
Can't hear you.
Can't?
Oh boy. She's missing.
Yeah, she turned her camera off so that she can try to adjust her.
She completely is missing.
Ms. Gillette, is that any better? Or deputy, is that any better?
It's the same, Judge.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Judge Webster. I'm sorry.
Any better?
It's a little better, but still quiet.
Deputy, is that any better at all?
Not really, Judge.
She's been muffled all afternoon. I don't know what's going on with her. Normal system is not working normally.
Ms. Reeves, you're here because the state has filed, as I was saying, a motion to revoke probation. They are alleging, first of all, that you failed to pay court costs and fines as directed, and that you have a balance of $263. They're also saying you violated your probation by failing to report as directed on February 13th, 2023. They're also alleging that you left the jurisdiction without permission from your court service officer on January 12th, 2023. Probation. They are saying that at the time your whereabouts were unknown. And that would have been May 9, 2023. So just today, but apparently it didn't take them long to find you.
Apparently.
All right. So you do have the right to an attorney and the right to a hearing on this. So do you want to hire an attorney or apply for court appointed? You can waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself, but you certainly have the right to an attorney.
Is that a question? Would you like my answer, Judge
Yes,
Webster?
it is. Yes.
Yes, it's a question, and yes, you would like my answer at this point, Judge Webster?
Yes, Ms. Reeves.
Is that okay with you, Jill Gillette?
You need to answer the judge as to whether or not you need an attorney.
I'm asking you and Judge Webster at the same time, making it abundantly clear to everybody present live. Yes, correct? Jill Gillette, County Attorney?
How many different languages do you want the word yes in? Yes, we, see, ta, da, tack. Any of them making sense to you, Karen? Just answer the feckin' question.
And
all right, Ms.
Webster?
Reeves. Ms. Reeves, now come on. Just answer my question. Do you want an attorney?
I would like to file for court-appointed attorney, Judge Webster and Jill Gillette, County Attorney, I believe I would need paperwork to do so.
Well, you can fill out a paper, or you can answer a few questions and we can decide if you qualify probably pretty quickly.
Wonderful. That sounds like a great idea, Judge Webster.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you employed?
Not currently, but I believe at this point in time, I will be self-employed from this point forward until I just die.
And you've been unemployed for how long?
I have been unemployed since November 1st of 2022.
Okay. I will appoint an attorney. Her name will be Shannon Cooper.
Got it. I believe I found her card upon my arrival to the Greenwood County Jail.
That looks like the card I'm familiar
It looks
with.
just like this right here. Shannon L. Cooper, attorney at law, 316-833-1154.
Right.
Andover, Kansas, because I have actually been in her office.
Very good.
Very
Judge.
wonderful. Very wonderful.
Yes,
I don't know if she can take this case. I think there may be a conflict because I believe Mr. Favre was appointed last time.
What about M. Blake Cooper?
Well,
He would
what
have a
does that-
conflict too.
Okay, so they have some.
Oh, well,
Hang on, please. So
I'm hanging, believe me,
right.
relentlessly, Judge Webster.
Okay, Missy, did the Coopers have a conflict?
I believe so.
That's
I believe it
probably
was a yes, because it has to do with the victim in this case.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I will reappoint Joseph Favre to represent you if he will take the case. He's not taking as many cases for us as he used to.
Okay, but Judge Webster, I do have something to reply to that.
Of course you have something to say, Karen. Oh, this should be good.
Go ahead.
Is that all right that I reply?
It is.
Well, you see, Joseph Favre held my case when I was transported, moved, housed in Elk County due to lots of conflict here in Greenwood County. So, therefore, Judge Webster, I'm not acting, I'm being so absolutely 200 million% positively correct when I say this, that the system has failed. But here I am. So if Joseph Favre is okay to take this case, we are gravy.
Okay, so he's not part of the system failure that concerns you then?
Okay. Why did you ask that question? I said he was part of the, I'm sorry.
Well, you started out telling me that the system had failed as a result of.
Okay, that's irrelevant, Judge
All right.
Webster. Do we want to go into this right now, or first appearance? We're trying to get an attorney.
All right. Well, I'm going to get you an attorney. If Mr. Favre can take your case and will take it, he will do so. If he's unable to take it, Missy will find another attorney for you, and we will let you know who that attorney will be.
I could give you a list of them and hire one myself if you would like.
If you can hire one yourself, yes, I'd like you to do that. I thought you were telling me you could not afford an attorney, and that's
I can
why we
do
were.
pretty much a lot of things at this point and juncture.
Well, I'm not going to appoint an attorney if you have the means to financially hire an attorney.
Well, who would you be appointing if Joseph Favre is unavailable, Judge Webster?
I don't know. There is a list that Missy uses.
How would you like to give me at least 3 names of those available attorneys, please? And thank you.
Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to give you a court date. Missy, when is that?
How about May 30th at 3:30?
Your next court date is May 30th at 3:30, and that is again a warrant to show cause why your probation should not be revoked. Now, Ms. Reeves, the bond was set, I believe, at $383 cash because that is what your balance was. And I wanted you to have an opportunity to give that money to pay off your case and complete an obligation of your probation rather than just give it to a bondsman, as some folks will do. But you have the right to a professional surety if you want.
I don't want anything but a real meal at this point, Your Honor.
I'm going to set her bond at $1,000 professional surety, cash or professional surety. But if she wants to pay off the $383, then I would accept
83?
that.
I got that.
$383. Then
I'm sorry,
would
what? Wait, what? I'm just, okay. Got it.
$1,000 cash or surety bond. But if you want to pay the $383 in lieu of the bond, I would be willing to work that out. The Kansas statutes do make a provision for that. So you can pay your case rather than a bondsman. So bond is set, court date is set, attorneys to be obtained. What else can we do for you before I let you go here? You have anything else? Any questions that I need to answer?
I got nothing. I have
All right.
absolutely not a thing but the clothes on my back.
Okay.
Okay.
Ms. Gillette, anything further?
I doubt it.
Anyway, folks, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like these kind of mashups, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll catch up with you in the next one. Sláinte.